just gotta clear my throat. What's going on, beautiful souls? Before I take the boys up, I got some information on CVI that finally got some medical. Finally got some medical understanding of it, and wanted to go over it with y'all. So, cortical visual impairment (CVI), and it's like, what is CVI? CVI is a brain-based form of visual impairment which has a unique implications for functional vision. CVI presents a unique need for interventions to support learners' use of vision across environments. My bad, I'm holding my son's pacifier. Provided with appropriate interventions, children and youth with CVI can be expected to demonstrate measurable progress in visual functionings over time. So, just a quick understanding. Um, Most people, or most, not most, but there's a large case of babies and young children that get it. Um, they're only able to see shades. They're only able to see certain colors, um, shadows, certain stuff like that. Um, you just don't know until they are actually able to tell you what they can see, but you know what you can work on. So it says, what are the behaviors of visual? What are the visual behaviors of CVI? Um, with 10 characteristics common to these individuals described below, and I'll get to them. Visual functionings in CVI is measured across the range of 0 to 10 with 3 major phases describing a level of impact and characteristics on the individual's ability to use his or hers vision functionally. Right, so 0 to 3 is phase 1, most severe impact on vision functioning. 3 to 7 is phase 2, moderate impact of visual functioning, and 7 to 10 is phase 3, closest to typical visual functioning. I'm gonna have to take him out too. As you can see, I got a lot to deal with. So let's go over them real quick. There's color preferences. Like I said, certain kids, they can see. I didn't say that one, but there's color preferences. Now I know there's color preferences, like the fact that he would rather look at things that are red. Certain colors pique their interest more as far as their eyes and their attention. So their eyes will look at something that's specific colors more than not. So yeah, it says children with CVI often express a favorite color or a color that they will look at more often than other colors. Pretty basic. Need for movement. Children with CVI often require movement to sustain their visual attention. Further along with the CVI range, children with CVI may require movement to support their attention at a distance, or in order to shift the visual attention or maintain fixation at a complex or naval visual target. Shiny objects have a movement quality as light reflects off of them. And then there's visual latency. Latency is the time in between when an object is present. I'm sorry, Papa. When an object is presented and when a child looks. Children with CVI may experience visual latency all the time, or only when objects and environments are complex, or when they're overly stimulated, tired, or stressed. Then you have visual field preferences. Children with CVI sometimes prefer or can look better at things presented in certain visual fields. This is There's like a light box that they have that you can put certain colors behind. Um, how'd you get the sock off? This guy doesn't like he's doing a lot better. So I put socks on his hands so he doesn't chew on his hands. But then somehow he gets the sock off, and then I can't find the sock. Like the sock just it vanishes, it disappears. Like sorry. Uh, Visual field preferences. We said that one. Difficulty with visual complexity. Children with CVI often have a difficulty with complexity. Complexity can be an object, lots of visual details, multiple colors and sounds, overstimulation. So, cluttered room or basic backdrop of a table, mat, or rug. They need simple stuff so their mind won't go crazy. Children with CVI may have a difficulty making eye contact or regarding shifting towards familiar and unfamiliar faces. The need for attraction to light. When I have a light on me, my son stares at me more. I find him staring at my shadow because of how the light hits me. Difficulty with distance viewing. Object 6 inches away. When six Is that 6 inches or 6 feet? When six, I think that's 6 inches. When 6 inches away from the object, only the object is in view. When 6 inches from the object, many other objects are likely to be an array. Ooh, I got you, Pop. Atopical visual reflexes, which can resolve as the child's functioning improves. Are um, these reflexes are blink to touch and the blink to threat. Usually resolves in that order. A child with CVI may be absent, latent, or inconsistent reflexes. Difficulty with visual novelty. Children with CVI often look at familiar and favorite toys better than novel ones because they have learned to look at those things. As a child progresses in functional vision, it helps to introduce novel objects with higher level of adaptation and to introduce novel objects that share characteristics of familiar objects. That's 9. So the last one is difficulty with visual guided reach. Children with CVI often have trouble using their eyes and hands together. Um, and may exhibit a variety of look away, touch, reach behaviors. This is often indication that the materials presentation or environment is too complex for the child to be able to um, interact at the same time. Man, that's rough. So yeah, I want to make a video alive talking about it. I don't be knowing how long I'm gonna keep the videos up. That's another thing. So, but yeah, my son got sick. He got hit with a bunch of stuff, and among all those things that was going on with his brain and trying to recover, we went to the eye doctor finally, probably, 2 months, almost 3 months after he got sick. I'll say 2 months, just to be fair. And we found out that when he got sick, his vision was also, damaged, impaired. So there's some other stuff that we got to work on. We praying. There's a lot of things that I don't. There's a lot of there's a lot of things that I just rebuke. But I keep my faith and I keep my energy and I keep my spirits high. But the term does deem him legally blind. So there is another thing that we need to work on, and that's why I'm just like, that's why I don't know if I put it on this page, but I was doing the sign language thing. I'm still working on the sign language thing, but then we went to the eye doctor a little while ago. So if we're being honest, that kind of affected how I felt about how fast I was learning it, because then I realized my son needs help to even see me doing those things. So I got to take that step at a time, you know? So, but yeah, so God is good. Let me like, comment, subscribe to the channel. You can ask questions. I'll try to make another video talking about it. I just had to step away and work on my piece before getting back to my natural self, because I like to talk about things and get conversations going and have better understanding and do my research so I can be a better parent for my child, you know, and all that he's going through. And also because I know a support system is needed, not because y'all are my support system. I'm saying sometimes you got to build your own support system. So me putting out videos, you know, hopefully, you know, somebody else comes across it and feels inspired to tell their story, talk about it, and actually want to be a good parent and a better parent, and you know. But that's it. Only one of my babies is asleep right now, though, so I thought I was gonna make it upstairs a little faster, but I guess not. So I'm out. Peace. Peace and love. I'm gonna say bye, Papa. Get your hand off your mouth. Where'd your sock go? Where'd your freaking sock go? All right.